People are coming down hard on Batfleck for his kill count, but was Christopher Nolan's Batman a murderer too? We investigate on today's Nerdist News WTFridays. With the recent release of Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice's R-rated Ultimate Cut, fans are still lamenting the surprisingly bloodthirsty new Batman that we got. Recent kill count compilations have pegged him with a shocking 21 murders in BVS, which seems, well, kind of pretty backwards, after Chris Nolan's trilogy placed so much emphasis on the Dark Knight's one big rule.
No guns, no killing.
Look, we all know that Batman's got a complicated relationship with murder, and while Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, Michael Keaton's Batman flicks, and even the earliest Caped Crusader comics occasionally featured Bruce Wayne as a Punisher-like bad guy slayer, his most beloved and powerful iterations have always featured a more noble, morally complex Bat who refuses to take the law into his own hands as judge, jury, and executioner. And it's easy to see Nolan's Dark Knight Trill as the brightest example of that particular breed of Bat. But BVS defenders have been quick to point out that there is a scene pretty early on in the Nolan films in which Christian Bale's Batman allegedly breaks his one rule. Yep, we are talking about this one.
I won't kill you, but I don't have to save you.
Cool line, Batman, but would that defense hold up in an actual court of law? Did Batman legally murder Ra's al Ghul? To find out for sure, we asked a lawyer who knows a thing or two about superhero law, and that's right, that's a thing. James Daly, lecturer at Washington University in the St. Louis School of Law by day, creator of The Law and the Multiverse blog, and co-author of The Law of Superheroes by night. And I asked him point blank whether this mic drop moment is murder from a legal perspective.
I think it might be. So in this case, it's Jim Gordon using the tumbler that actually causes the train derailment. So Batman's legal fate is kind of bound up with Gordon's.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so Gordon was pretty heavily involved, and he was kind of psyched about it, if I recall correctly.
Neither Gordon or Batman really intended to kill Ra's, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not murder. So one is felony murder, that if somebody dies as a result of committing certain felonies, then that's murder. Gordon may have committed third or fourth degree arson when he blew up the monorail. Batman is the one who gave Gordon the tumbler, the means to blow up the bridge. And so he's sort of on the hook for the kinds of things that Gordon might do with it.
And regardless of whether Gordon and Batman's plan was intentional, James told me there's still the question of all that sweet, sweet collateral damage.
Another quick way to get there is what's called depraved indifference murder, where if somebody does something with showing a depraved indifference to human life and then somebody dies, then that's murder. And a common example is firing bullets into the air knowing there are people around. In this case, Gordon was pretty recklessly shooting missiles around at the monorail, and sure enough, somebody dies as a result.
I mean, if depraved indifference murder is a thing, then ooh, yeah. Batman's basically a depraved indifference machine in the Nolan flicks. How many cars does he even blow up? Pretty much like gazillion. Things don't sound great, legally speaking, for the Caped Crusader or Gordon here. But is there any kind of defense for them to fall back on?
A big one is justification or necessity, which is also known as the lesser of two evils defense. I think that they could make the argument that it was worth the risk of blowing up the monorail, even knowing the possibility that might cause some deaths.
Well, that's something at least. So that's it. We've heard the arguments, and the time has come for Nerdist News to weigh in. It's not an easy decision, guys. Heavy is the head that wears the cowl. So, going by our U.S. justice system, is Christopher Nolan's Batman a murderer? I did check in with James one more time just to be sure. Is not saving someone the same as murdering them?
Batman's already put himself on the hook from the get-go. He does have an obligation to, if not save Ra's, at least try to prevent him from being killed.
There you have it. It's hard to get around it. Nolan's Batman is a murderer. Oh, he is. I mean, even with the argument that he ultimately saved more lives by not saving Ra's al Ghul, that's still technically murder. Sorry, friends. And I guess congrats, Batfleck. Yay! Though I don't think I could imagine Christian Bale's Batman fantasizing about shooting bad guys with one gun while beating them with a second gun. Actually, I can probably fantasize about Christian Bale doing just about anything. But what do you guys think? Do you find Nolan's Dark Knight guilty? Did he do his best at least? Or was there a non-murdery way out of that situation? Give your verdict in the comments below. Special thanks to James Daly for giving us the Bat Law. Hit up his blog and go buy his book. Info in the post below. And next week is Comic-Con. Rachel, what are we doing this year? Because literally this is going to be the first time I hear about it.
Oh, well, it's really exciting. We're going back to Petco Park.
Sweet.
We are going to be on the
All right,
second floor.
Now I know where to go.
Yeah, now you go to Petco Park. We're doing Carnival again this year, but we're doing Camp Carnival, so everything is going to be themed summer camp. It's so much fun. We're going to have archery. We're going to have Nerdist laser tag. We're there with Geek and Sundry. We'll have celebrity interviews. You're going to be doing some meet and greets and some interviews as well.
That's right. Couple panels.
Yep, it's all weekend long. We're going to do Comic-Con panels. There's so much going on, but we'll be at Petco Park the whole weekend. And the best thing is, you don't need a Comic-Con badge to go, so if you can't get to the convention center, you can still come hang out with us. So it's 100% free. Anyone can go. We're going to be having such a blast. We have cool pins that you can collect, things for sale, burritos to eat. Like, I just can't wait.
It's going to be super fun.
Yeah.
That being said, little did you know that I'm exceptionally good at archery. So I think we should make a friendly bet.
Okay.
And whoever gets as close to the bullseye as possible, the other person has to buy Korean barbecue when we
With
get back.
me? Okay, I mean, I'll
Deal?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll be buying
I'm just
Korean
basically
barbecue
looking
when
for
we get back.
I'm basically looking for a date to Korean barbecue.
Yes, we're
All
in.
right, guys, make sure and check it out and find out all the info over at Nerdist.com.